Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is yet again another contest entry, but now I'm finally going to put out some original content I made. I found a really good selection of vinyls from a local collector. I bought like 15. I will be showcasing them in my next video, but when that promotion is out of the way, let's focus on this video. Oh, by the way, I have the new kind of like background to my video because the like blank wooden table can look pretty boring. Plus, it has seen some better days. But now let's get to the video. So this is the Record Spinners 1000 subscribers contest, and the Dylan on the Record Spinner wants us to show 5 albums that you could listen 1000 times without getting bored of it. I think I have answered this question like in some other contest, if I'm not 100% mistaken. So I think I chose some albums that I haven't shown on my channel too many times. I won't be having any Affinity or Apprentice Child or Shellac Darling here, or Graham Bone, because I have shown them so many times. I chose something like, I may have shown these like once, or not even that, but let's start. First one, we have a rock classic from the UK, Colosseum, Daughter of Time. This is 72 or 3 pressing. It has the small swirl. But this is one of my... the Colosseum was one of the first hit the small swirl. Not the large, unfortunately. But like, Colosseum was one of the first like progressive rock bands that I discovered. I would think it was the Colosseum's Valentine's Suite, This Other Time, or like maybe Apprentice Child's 666. That was like the first not so well known progressive rock album that I fell in love with. And this was one of my first like vinyls that I bought online. So I had this is an important album to me, and it's musically really good. I would say that this is maybe Colosseum's best. I don't know, they have such a good album, so I really like this. The Time Machine, The Daughter of Time, Triscore, and then Amen. Take Me Back to Doomsday. Awesome songs, awesome songs. Yeah, I could definitely listen to this 1000 times with no problem. It's just so good. But yeah, the first album, Colosseum, Daughter of Time. Then let's keep in the 70s, stay in the 70s, but let's change our continent. Now we are in United States and the genre is folk. I have Bob Dylan's Subterranean Homesick Blues with really damaged cover. I'm thinking I will operate this when I find a like cleaner version of this cover. But I got fair, it was like €2, so I think this will do for now because the vinyl is in really good shape. But yeah, Bob Dylan is one of my favorite folk artists. I love his early work. Maggie's Farm, Outlaw Blues, Bob Dylan, The 115 Dream, Mr. Tambourine Man, Subterranean Homesick Blues, the title track. Just overall a really good folk album. But this could have been like almost any Bob Dylan's 60s or early 70s. Like Blonde and Blondie could easily be on this list. But I chose this. Then I think we're still in the 70s. Actually, all these are from 70s. I don't know the last one, isn't it? 75. And we get into more like blues, like hard rock stuff. I have a Nazareth, Hair of the Duck. And this is also a really important album to me, because this was the first heavier album that I got into, like before I found the progressive stuff, which is like now my main genre. But oh, actually, let's pause it. I have to show something. Oh, and we're back. So I had to get this. The Nazareth Hair of the Dog as cassette. I have a cool story about this. Like when I first started to like collect music, it was like mostly cassette and CDs before I moved on to vinyl. My dad remembered he had like a box of old like cassettes in the attic, so he get those and I started looking for them. I was like 5th or 6th grade or something like that. There was some like cool Finnish stuff like Eppu Normaali and stuff like that. Then I saw this album. It looked really interesting, and my dad was like, "Oh, I haven't heard that album in like years." He told me that he bought this from like a school trip when he was in like 9th grade. And I just thought like, hey, let's give it a go. And it was like a love on first sight. Awesome album. I listened to it so many times when I first found it. And I had to get it on vinyl. Actually, this is also Vertigo's album, but this is the newest 2019 pressing on the like light purple vinyl. You really can't see it on camera, but it's like it's almost white, but I guess you can. No, it just looks really white. It's like a very light purple vinyl. So yeah, I'm on my way to 100. I will like 100 listens on this awesome album. Then we get to Finland and we completely change the genre. I think this album is from 76. So actually this is newer than the Hair of the Duck. This is Finnish jazz album. Olli Ahvenlahti, the poet. Here is like some second solo album from 76, the original released on Love Records. Part of like Finnish jazz vinyl reissue series. This is a really good, like, jazz funk album. I like Olli Ahvenlahti. And I think I prefer this to Poet to like the Bandstand and the other work. And this is a reissue. I can't remember the year, maybe 2016, 2017. And this is a blue vinyl. This is a really good album. Let's get the cover back here. The title track Poet. Aura. Grandma's rocking chair. Here's like the who play on this. Really cool if you like jazz or jazz funk or stuff like that. Definitely check out Olli Ahvenlahti, the Poet. And if this was like a genre bender, well, this really is another one. If someone would have said that this is on my albums that I can listen 1,000 times list, I would have laughed at their face. But here I am, I have been listening this quite a lot lately. Mainly because when I study, this is an awesome record to put in like background. I have George Handel's Konzert für Orgel und Orchester. This is a full-on classical album on my list. To the BASF. First time when I saw this, I actually now it's flipped. I mainly actually bought it because it was on a BASF label and I really liked how it looked. But now when I have listened to it couple, like not even a couple of times, I really like this album. It's maybe my like favorite classical album. Like this, I really like Handel's like other work too, but this is the only one I have on vinyl. Or I might have like one more, but this is the one I listen to most. Like yeah, I was saying that my favorite classical album is like something from Handel, or it's like Händel because it's German name, or the Peer Gynt saga. Who was it by? I can't be this slow. That doesn't matter. This is my fifth pick. George Handel's Concerto für Orgel und Orchester. My German isn't the hottest. When my English isn't too good either, so my German is even worse. But yeah, here we have 5 albums that I would listen to 10,000 times. Daughter of Time, Subterranean Homesick Blues, always like you like Bring It All Back Home. The title of the original, but I don't know. Then Nazareth Short of Dog, Olli Ahvenlahti, The Poet, and Handel's Orgelkonsertti. I think this was it. Congrats to Dylan. Oh, and like you said, we have to excuse me. I have to link your channel on the description. I'm not sure if I am capable of doing such a complicating matter. But I'll try. I at least like put some sort of link to you, but I don't know if the link is gonna work. Fingers crossed I can do it properly. But I think this is it. Congrats to you and until next time.